Hello, this is Clyde, BraceBlogger.com, podcast number 53. It is August 22nd, 2018. I'm going to read you an article that's interesting to me anyway. This was out of the August 2017 O&P Edge magazine. This is in the perspective, page 80. This is about the Ohio O&P licensure that was to be maintained under board consolidation. This is written by Diane Farabi. On June 30th, Governor John Kasich signed Ohio's biennium budget bill, HB 49. The bill contains language to maintain state licensure for prosthetists, orthotists, and pedorthists. The language calls for administration of OP&P licensure, Ohio Revised Code 4779, to be transferred to the Occupational Therapy, Physical Therapy, and Athletic Trainers Board. The OP&P professions will be represented through an advisory council, but will hold no seats on the board. This is the main article. The Ohio State Administration has attempted board consolidation in the past to reduce bureaucracy and overhead costs, but the efforts have been rejected due to strong opposition from a number of state boards and their stakeholders. Late in this year's House proceedings, that would be 2017, it appeared that consolidation would again be taken off the table. However, when the final House version of HB 49 was released, several healthcare-related boards were in for some surprises. One of the biggest surprises was the abolishment of the Ohio State Board of Orthotics, Prosthetics, and Pedorthics, OPP Board, which was created in 2001. As a small, independent, and self-standing board, it had been a target for consolidation. The House Finance Committee Omnibus Amendment included language to abolish the OPP Board and the OPP licensure. The committee's rationale for the action was never clarified. Subsequent advocate testimony during hearings held by the House Finance Committee were unsuccessful in producing changes to restore OP&P licensure in the state of Ohio. However, when the issue reached the Senate Finance Committee, several committee members noticed the abolishment of OP&P licensing regulations. The OP&P community had advocated for an amendment that would have consolidated the Respiratory Care Board, including Home Medical Equipment, HME, and the OPP Board. This model seemed to make sense based on federal regulations, and the Senate subcommittee members indicated an amendment would be offered, but none was adopted in their version. What finally resulted from the Senate and Conference Committee deliberations over a draft of other amendments was a transfer of the OP&P administration to the OT-PT-AT Board. The Respiratory Care Board was also abolished, and that sector was moved to the Ohio Medical Board. HME will be transferred to the Pharmacy Board. It may be interesting to note that OP&P was not the only medical healthcare board related to get absorbed into another board. It was, however, the only one that was initially axed, with other challenging healthcare issues taking top billing. Providing education about the benefits of OP&P was and continues to be a challenging endeavor. Background. One of the arguments used by the Republican lawmakers to consolidate boards was related to antitrust concern raised by a February 2015 U.S. Supreme Court ruling in North Carolina Board of Dental Examiners versus Federal Trade Commission. Language was drafted in Ohio's budget bill to address antitrust concerns and authorize the director of the Department of Administrative Services to avoid any board action determined to constitute price fixing or restricting competition. Opponents of the consolidation language tried to persuade House members that antitrust concerns would be addressed without totally restructuring boards. But that message was rejected. As of this writing, There are questions related to the transfer of the licensing duties, formation of the advisory council, and potential impact, if any, on stakeholders. I invite representatives from other states to share their experiences with state licensure. And this was by Diane Farabi, and she's the executive director of the Ohio Orthotics and Prosthetics Association. And she can be contacted at dfarabi@columbus.rr.com. Not sure exactly if that's been changed since this article, but kind of an interesting article to me. That's the end of podcast number 53.